Welcome back, trainers. I have some more Ultra League battles for you guys, and today we are Swampert hunting. I brought Virizion because every time I had Obstagoon in the lead last time with this team, I kept getting swapped into a Swampert. They kept switching out to Swampert. So we got Obstagoon, Charizard, and then the new addition to this team is Virizion. So right here we have a horrible lead going up against a Cobalion. Honestly, this is a huge core breaker to the team, so I am gonna lose this match. And I'm gonna do a cross chop. I was almost thinking maybe just doing 2 shields and then just trying to win switch, but honestly chose to let it go. And now I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Virizion. I'm thinking from this range I could just farm down, I could take a Sacred Sword, I could take a Stone Edge, and the opponent ends up figuring out that I'm basically farming for energy, so they don't want to get farmed down. They now bring in their Pidgeot, and I think they're gonna go ahead and do a Feather Dance, but man, dude, they end up nuking me into existence. They end up doing a Brave Bird. I don't shield. Now they're gonna shield, and now I'll let them think that I have the Stone Edge, but I don't have it. And I do, however, get the shield, but this is pretty much all she wrote. They're gonna go ahead and Feather Dance me. Now they're gonna Feather Dance me, and they're gonna weaken my attack. Right here, they're gonna try to catch. And they end up catching the Sacred Sword onto the Cobalion. Regardless, I was obviously not going to win this match anymore. And Pidgeot's going to come in. And I think they're going to go ahead and just Feather Dance me. Oh, they Brave Bird me. Okay. At least they Brave Bird me. Moving on to the next match. We got Obstagoon going up against Mewtwo. So I do got to be careful because I do know that they have a fighting move. I was thinking that they might end up having Focus Blast. So I am going to go ahead and shield this first one. I'm not going to take any chances. I don't want to get nuked. So we end up doing the first Night Slash, and I still haven't gotten a boost. I don't know what's going on. I still haven't gotten the boost though. And I am glad I shielded this. It ended up being a Dynamic Punch. It is, however, taking this Mewtwo forever to get to a move. So that works up to my advantage because one more Night Slash should be more than enough to be able to take it out. And we end up CMPing, which works out perfectly. I think they're going to go ahead and shield here. Yes, they do. And at this point, I think I decide to just let it go. And I'm just going to do an aggressive farm down with the Charizard. Just let it go. And now I'm going to go ahead and just bring in my Charizard. Now, this was honestly a huge risk, me doing this. I just got lucky that they didn't switch out to another Pokemon. They now bring in... What was that? They brought in the Swampert for a second. And then they swapped out to a Giratina. So this opponent is misplaying. So I'm taking advantage of that and gonna go ahead and do a Dragon Claw. And I already got another one pretty much banked, so gonna go ahead and throw it. And I don't know if that was CMP right there, but we do win it, do a Dragon Claw, and it ended up, yep, it was CMP that time. So what we can do from this range, we can honestly farm down. And we had this wrapped up. Why? Because we have Virizion. We have Virizion, and I'm gonna swap him in. I was thinking the opponent was gonna top left, but no. They're choosing to go down on their shield. I respect that. I do that too. I'm very stubborn. Gonna go ahead and do the Leaf Blade right here. They end up shielding that. And they're gonna do a move, but this isn't gonna do anything. I mean, it's an Earthquake, and we just take it like a champ. This is why Virizion is here. A shiny Virizion at that. We're gonna go ahead and Leaf Blade, and then we're gonna take the game. Boom. Took the game. Let's freaking go. Moving on to the next match. We got Obstagoon going up against Swampert. Not where I want to see it, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and stick with it. I'm not swapping out. Plus, I don't have anything. I'm not going to switch to my hard counter. I'm not going to switch, and definitely not going to switch to Charizard. Going to go ahead and take this Hydro Cannon, and I'm just going to go keep on farming some more energy, keep on farming there. We now decide to throw the Night Slash. Still no boost, man. Come on now. I'm going to go ahead, and I think I do decide to take one more. I decided to take one more. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and do, but I am going to do, I think, a huge mistake here. I don't know if I'm recalling the last video, but right here, I'm going to do a Night Slash. And, oh, okay, they bring in the Charizard. And what the heck was that? I let them farm me down. And I don't get to a move. I think I was just unsure. I'm still shaking off Rust, so I'm just not, dang it. You know, because you don't have too much, you just pretty much... In the Go Battle League, you just have to do. There's really no time to think. And had I been able to do that Night Slash, I would have been able to, from that range, if you could see now, I would have been able to take it out. I would have been able to take it out. And now it's super awkward. Now I'm using 2 shields. I'm using 2 shields to be able to farm down this Charizard to get all this energy, right? And now they're going to bring in the Swampert for sure. Okay, no, it ends up being an Umbreon. It ends up being an Umbreon, and they have a Swampert. So guess what is going to happen? We are going to wreck house. We are going to wreck it. I thought I was going to lose this match, but Virizion is looking to save the day. They're not running Psychic. They are running Psychic. We're going to go ahead and take this match, a match that we shouldn't have won. And now we're going to go ahead and take care of both shields. We're going to get the first one. Going to go ahead and do the Sacred Sword. And we're going to go ahead and get the next shield. This is all she wrote. I do feel bad for this trainer because they felt they had it wrapped up. But because of that Umbreon, it is GG's. And then right there, a double kick sneaked in. We're going to go ahead and take it. It's another Dark Pulse. He should be running that Psychic. He should be running that Psychic. That was our time to shine. Our time to shine. We got a great lead right here. As you can see, Virizion would have been pretty good solid lead on this set. We're going to go ahead and just keep going. I'm going to keep farming, and I was anticipating that they were going to switch. And I do a Night Slash here, so honestly, I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do that. I could have just swapped out to my Charizard, and now I'm swapping out to the Charizard. So, yeah, definitely not necessary. So I'm going to take this first one. I was scared that it was going to be a Future Sight. It ends up being a Moonblast, and I have to make sure that I'm counting. I have to make sure that I'm counting because I believe it's 7 Psycho. Is the Fast Move Psycho Cut? I think it is. It's like 7 to the Future Sight, 8 to the Moonblast. So very important to count. And I think it's 6 to the Grass Knot. So we're going to go ahead and take that. And I'm going to go ahead and just do a Dragon Claw. This should be more than enough from this range to be able to take out the Cresselia. And it is. They're not going to go ahead and bring in the G-Fisk. They are not going to allow me to get to the Blast Burn. I am not going to use a shield. I'm going to go ahead and let them do the Rock Slide. And honestly, I could have brought in Virizion because I resist the Rock Slide. I also resist the Earthquake. So I definitely probably could have just swapped in the Virizion. Right here, I think it's going to be an Earthquake, and I'm going to take it like a champ. I probably should have shielded, but we're running with it, and it turns out to be a Wall Rain. So as you can see, had I swapped out the Virizion, most likely the trainer might have swapped back to the Wall Rain, and I would have been able to go to the Obstagoon and go ham. Right here, I do, however, need to shield because I don't want to be taking Powder Snows on the Virizion just yet. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can reach 2 Cross Chops, and then I'm going to let go of the Obstagoon. And I actually believe that I'm going to go ahead and CMP here, which is perfect. Yeah, we CMP here, and this is perfect for us. This is now where I'm okay with letting go of the Obstagoon. They're going to go ahead and shield up. This is perfect. I don't need a shield here. Obstagoon has done its job. And now we're going to go ahead and close it up. We're going to close it up, bring in the Virizion. And I am not trying to farm down. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm actually just trying to get some energy here. And, okay, because I'm anticipating a switch. I now build to the back-to-back Sacred Sword. They no longer have a shield. This is going to take out the G-Fisk. And now all I got to do is tap that Sacred Sword. And that's a good game. Virizion coming through. Let's freaking go. And I think now we're moving on to the last and final match. Yes, we are. We got Obstagoon against a Sylveon. Definitely not what you want to see. Honestly, the way I run this is just, I can't switch. I can't. And I'm ABB weak to Fairy type, so all bad. What I basically do is just try to weaken it as much as I can. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Zard and just have an aggressive farm down. That's literally all I'm going to be able to do. So we're going to go ahead and get farm down. And now I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Zard. And I will go ahead and shield this because I just want to preserve as much health as I can on the Charizard. We're going to go ahead and shield the Moonblast. We could have took it, to be honest. And it's just very unfortunate. Honestly, if it was Sylveon lead, Virizion lead, it definitely would have been, it worked out a lot better in our favor. And right here, I'm going to take this Icicle Spear like a champ. We're going to go ahead and it does a good amount of damage there to us. We're going to go ahead and Sacred Sword, and they're going to go ahead and let go of this Wall Rain. I probably should have just done a little bit more in order to have reached this. I do manage to reach the Leaf Blade at least. I reached the Leaf Blade, and we're going to go ahead and find out what they have in the back. They don't shield, and in the back they have a Charizard. So that's all she wrote. Charizard against Charizard, they're up a shield. There's just no way, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let this. I think I shield. I do shield. No, okay, never mind. I'm calling it quits on this one. I'm not top lefting, but I'm gonna call it quits. But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and blast burn, go down. All good. So that's a 3-2 set for you guys. This team is pretty good, and honestly, I was just happy that I was able to line up that Virizion with the Swampert, and I was able to take the match against the Umbreon with the Swampert, man. So definitely a good pick. If you got Virizion, definitely play it. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.